Alright guys, so today what we're going to go through is your client check-in tracker, which is due in over the weekend so that I can make changes on Mondays, so that we've got changes to your recovery, nutrition, training, mindset, all that sort of stuff for the week ahead. So we just fill it out by putting in the week start date along with your protein, carbohydrate and fat intake. This is in your initial coaching plans PDF, and then you also put in the number of days that you're eating this amount. This then gives us your weekly calorie intake. So then when we make caloric changes, it's done based on a weekly basis. Underneath that, we have carb timing, nutritional eliminations, and intermittent fasting. So if I've got you doing any of these things, just put them in there and what we're actually doing. Below this, we've got your body weight. So this is first thing in the morning after you've been to the bathroom, naked on the scales. Include the decimal point, and these are done a minimum of 4 times per week. And then again, that gives us the weekly average. Underneath, we have a number of key performance indicators. So with these, it's incredibly important that you're as honest as you can, not only with me, but with yourself, because these are a reflection of how you are going. And the more honest you are with me, the better we can make choices moving forwards and make sure that you're heading in the right direction towards your goals. So on a scale of 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, we're going to feel out your sleep, your stress optimization. So your stress optimization is how well you're actually handling the current stresses in your life. Digestion, so how well you're going to the bathroom, how well foods are settling, all that sort of stuff. Recovery, so how well you're recovering after your sessions in terms of soreness, mental fatigue, how heavy the weights are feeling, that sort of stuff. Underneath this, we have your gratitude, mindset, and meditation. These kind of go hand in hand with the stress optimization. So if you're lacking in your gratitude, mindset, and meditation, then likely your stress optimization is lacking too. Effort and adherence. So this is effort in training with your nutrition, and then your adherence to those things too, and your recovery methods and all those sort of things. So the more adherent you are, obviously the better we're going to be able to gauge how you're tracking along. If there's a lot of things coming up in your life and you're not able to be as adherent, then obviously mark it lower, and we can do the best that we can given your circumstances. And underneath this, we have training progression. So this is based upon your logbook. So given that you're logbooking, which you all should be, we can see how you're progressing along. And if you're progressing pretty much across the board with all your lifts, put it in as a 3. About 50 to 75% of things, put it through as a 2. And then 50% or less, put it through as a 1. And then it's a good indicator that we really do need to change training phases. Below this, you put in your training phase name and then the week you are on as well. And then just how you've set up your week. Any supplementation that you're taking, as well as the dosing. So we can see how many weeks that we've been doing this, so that if we implement something for a period of time, we can do it for that period of time and then see what changes have been made across the board. Below this, we have your weekly measurements. So just use a soft measuring tape and measure your waist around your belly button, your hip over your underwear line on your hip bone, your thigh, so the middle of the thigh and the most medius part. Arm, just go right in the middle of your arm around both the bicep and the tricep, and then your chest, so go your nipple line and across, and then that will give us your total measurement. So make sure you use centimeters, and you're also including the decimal point there too. Below this, we have your weekly NEAT, so your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is what we're doing when we're not really doing anything. We will give you a step target, and then you just put in how many steps you actually got across the week. So whether we use a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, a Garmin, an app on your phone or anything like that, something that we can actually track your NEAT with, and then you just put it in there. And below that, we also have your cardio and conditioning. If we've got you doing any of that, you include HIIT sessions, how many times per week, steady state sessions, how many times per week also. And then underneath that, we also have notes. So just any other notes you want to include that you may not include in the email. So with these key performance indicators, like I said before, if any of them are a 7 or below, I want a little bit of an explanation as to why in the weekly check-in tracker. So these, again, are due over the weekends so that I can fill them out for you on Monday and we can get started from there. So take care, guys.